Okay, I'd like to speak a bit about the women's movement. And the Awaken Life Project, we started a women's movement about 6 or 7 years ago with a small group of women. And now we have what we call a movement. So it's gone from a women's group to a women's movement. And the essence of this movement is to really live the truth of unity beyond any kind of conditioning, beyond any ideas of separation, but to be able to look at it first specifically through the gender lens. So we spend a lot of time looking at women's conditioning, women's history, so women can know, why do I think what I think, why do I do what I do? Because a lot of the time, both men and women, but women in particular, we feel very victimized by the culture that we live in. You know, we live in a culture where we're objectified. We live in a patriarchal structure where the value of women is not very high. So we look at all these things together from a place of already being free of them by going to this deeper dimension of oneself where one is beyond gender. And then we look from there and we look at the gender situation. We look at our conditioning. And then when we look at it together, it becomes very impersonal and universal. So we find out that whatever I think is my personal problem that I have to be ashamed of, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Everything that I think is a personal problem is actually a culturally created conditioning that all women have. And when we look at those things together and we're able to transcend them together, that's the first half. But the second half is, and then we come together in something far beyond that cultural conditioning. We come together in a way that's unimaginable when we drop that conditioning between us. It's amazing.